That means single sampling plan. There are three parameters, capital N, small n and C in this single sampling plan. See, if there is a question like this, explain the following single sampling plan. Our question is capital N is 2000, small n is 100, C equal to 3. So, question number 11, first capital N 2000, small n is 100 and C equal to 3. What is the meaning of this? Out of total production of 2000 units, out of total production of 2000 units, select 100 units randomly. Select 100 units randomly and check how many defective units in this 100 units. Out of 2000 units, select 100 units randomly. Now check how many defective units in this 100 units. Let us say D stand for number of defective units. If number of defective units is either C or less than that is, if number of defective units are 3 or less than that, means out of 100 units, if only 3 units are defective or 2 or 1 or no unit is defective, then our conclusion is accept the lot. Our conclusion is accept the lot and send this lot of 2000 units into the market. Send these 2000 units into the market. Customer will ready to purchase that type of lot in which the number of defective is like this. But if number of defective is more than C, that is here, if defective unit is more than 3, means if it is there are 4 defective or 5 or 6 or 7 or any number, then we can say that this lot is not acceptable. Reject the lot. This lot is not acceptable. Reject the lot. That is the conclusion. So once again, what is the explanation of this? Out of total 2000 units of production, select 100 units randomly. Observe these 100 units. Find out number of defective units. If number of defective units is 3 or less than that, then we have to accept the lot and we have to put lot into the market. If number of defective unit is more than 3, then we have to reject the lot. That means don't put lot into the market directly. Do some extra work. Do some extra work means either you can use double sampling plan or full enumeration method or anything else that is beyond of our syllabus. But whatever our conclusion, reject the lot, don't put lot into the market, rectify the lot and then send lot into the market. So that is the answer for this particular question. Explain the single sampling plan. Now this 100, 10, 1. Second question. 100, 10, 1. What does it mean? Here capital N is 100, small n is 10 and C equal to 1. So from the total production of 100 units, select 10 units randomly. Select 10 units randomly and check this 10 units. Find out number of defective units in this 10 units. If number of defective unit is 0 or 1, then accept the lot. And if it is more than 1, then reject the lot. So that is the answer for this type of question. Okay, now See, question number 13. We will discuss 12 later on. 13. For a single sampling plan, 221. If the proportion of defective of the lot is 0.02, find the probability of acceptance. Now, what is the meaning of this question? Let us discuss first of all that thing. 221. Meaning of this is, here capital is 200, small n is 20 and C equal to 1. What is the meaning of this? Select 20 units out of this 200 units randomly. Check this 20 units. If we find defective units either 1 or 0, then accept the lot. Means if defective unit is 0 or 1, accept the lot. And if it is more than 1, that means 2, 3, 4, then reject the lot. That is the meaning of this. But here we have some additional information. What information? The proportion of defective of the lot is 0.02. So 0.02 is the proportion of defective, which is, let us say, denoted by P dash. So what is P dash? Proportion of defective in a lot. So P dash is a symbol for proportion of defective in a lot. Now what does it mean? Proportion of defective in a lot means out of 200 units, 0.02, that is 2% are defective. So 2% of 200, that is 4 units, are defective. 4 units are defective in a lot. In all, out of this 200 units, 4 units are defective. That is given in the question. So we know that out of this 200 units, 4 are defective. So 196 are non-defective. Okay. Now we have to select 20 units out of this 200 units randomly. Now we have to select 20 units out of this 200 units randomly. Now, can anyone say that in this 20 units, there are chances for 4 defective? Out of this 20, 4 defective and remaining 16 are non-defective. Is there any possibility like this? Any of you can give the answer? Is there any possibility like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, so there is a chance. What type of chance? Out of that 20 units, maybe we have defective. That means all defective units of this 200 means 4 defective, only 4 defectives are there. All that 4 defectives are there in our sample. That is possible. That is possible. Okay, is it possible like this? Out of this 20, we have 3 defective and 17 non-defective.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is also possible. Okay, now which are other possibilities? Can you tell me which are other possibilities?
2
Any of
defective and 18 are non-defective.
correct? Then
1 defective and 19 are non-defective.
correct. And
Zero defective unit.
and all 20 are non-defective. Okay, is there any another possibility left?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. So these possibilities. Okay, possibilities means there are some chances, means there is some probability. So what is probability that we get 4 defective and 16 non-defective? What is probability of that? Any of you can able to find out this probability? Because there are chances, and if there are chances, there is some probability. Any of you?
4 by 200.
4 by 200. So what is the probability for this?
5 by 10.
For last one, what is the probability for this? Is it 0 by 200? The answer is obviously no. Okay, so the answer is not that much simple, but still, if you any of you want to give the answer, any of you, see what is the question? In 200 units, 4 defective, 196 are non-defective. If we select 20 units randomly, what is probability that all 4 defectives are there in this 20? That is the question. Any of you?
200 C20 into 4 by 20.
200 C20. Okay, then
Into 4 by 20.
okay, so if we calculate this, you will get answer more than 1. And you know that probability cannot be more than 1. Because this is very big value. 200 C20 is a very huge value. Into 4 divided by 20, obviously the answer is more than 1, so it is wrong. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
4C4 into 196C 16 divided by 200 C20.
Very good. Very good. 4C4 into 196C16 upon 200C20. Very good. This is the answer for this question. Okay, now tell me the answer for this.
4C3 into 196C 17 upon 200 C20.
Perfect. What is the answer of this?
4C2 into 196C 18 upon 200.
Okay. See, if we have either this situation, first situation, now tell me, if this first situation is there, whether we have to accept the lot or reject the lot?
Reject the lot.
Why? Because we know that C is 1 here. C equal to 1, that means if defective unit is 0 or 1, then we have to accept. If defective units are 0 or 1, then we have to accept. Okay, so for this particular situation, we have to reject the lot. Okay, tell me, for this second situation, whether we have to accept the lot or reject the lot? For this second situation, whether we have to accept the lot or reject the lot?
Reject the lot.
Okay, for third one?
Reject the lot.
Okay, for this fourth one?
Accept the lot.
Okay, so these first 3 are the cases in which we have to reject the lot. So if we add this, we get probability of rejection. So now tell me what is the probability of our acceptance? Now tell me what is probability of accepting the lot? Any of you? What is probability for accepting the lot? Any of you? What is probability for accepting the lot?
Four C1 into 196 C19 divided by 200 C20 plus 4C0 into 196 C20 divided by 200 C20.
Perfect. So this is what we have to find out as our answer for this question. Probability of acceptance. Probability of acceptance over. So find out this, you will get the answer. Find out this, you will get the answer. Okay, now the question is how to find out this. Okay, we will discuss it later on. Wait for 2 minutes. Now just tell me. Our capital N is 200. We found that 4 units are defective and remaining are non-defective. Out of this 200, we have to select 20 units. That is our small n. And we know that if number of defective units in this 20 is either 0 or 1, then we have to accept the lot. This is the situation. Now tell me, just tell me how to get this, how we obtain this 4 here out of 200, how we get the idea that the defective units are 4 here in this 200. Any of you? It is not given in the question that 4 units are defective. So how we obtain this 4? How can we obtain this 4? If you want to find out that thing, how can we obtain this 4? Any of you? We have information only this 0.02. Proportion of defective unit is 0.02. There are 200 units, 20 units and 1 units. 200 is capital N, small n is 20, C equal to 1, and this is 0.02, that is denoted by P dash. On the basis of this, how can we obtain this 4? Any of you?
200 into 0.02.
Correct. 200 into 0.02. What is your 0.02? P dash. So how to obtain this? D4 n into P dash. Yes or no? N into P dash means 200 into 0.02. You can calculate, you will get 4. Okay, here we have 196 units non-defective. How to obtain this 196?
200 minus 4.
200, that means capital N, minus 4. 4 means here NP dash. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
now tell me 200 C20 means what in notation? Means what in notation?
Capital N, C, small n.
Correct. Capital N, C, small n, that is in denominator. Okay, now tell me 4C1 into 196 C19. How to obtain, how to write this in a symbol? 4C1.
Small d C1.
See, we just forget it. Because your D is nothing but NP dash. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now tell me.
NP dash C1.
NP dash C1. Perfect.
N minus NP dash C 19.
How to obtain 19? How can you get 19?
All N minus 1.
Correct. Small n minus 1. Very good. Now tell me. Now tell me. What we have to write here? What we have to write here?
NP dash C0.
NP dash C0 into
N minus NP dash C. N minus 0.
n minus 0. Perfect. Now we know that. Okay, now just tell me. Now just tell me. Out of this 200, if we select 2, how many defective units? How many defective units if we found in this 20, then we accept the lot?
1 or less than 1.
0 or 1. Perfect. 1 or less than 1 means there are two values, 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 stand for defective. 0 and 1 stand for defective here. So probability for accepting the lot, which is denoted by P of A, P of A, or better you can write PA. PA means probability of accepting the lot. This is the symbol, probability of accepting the lot. Okay, probability of accepting the lot, PA. Now instead of this one, see, if I write like this, then is it okay? See, NP dash C 1 and 0, that are the symbol for D. So NP dash C D into N minus NP dash C, N minus 1 and 0 are two possible values. So D upon NCN. And if we take D equal to 0, then we get this second part. And if we take D equal to 1, then we get first part. Yes or no? Just verify.
Yes.
Yes,
So if my D equal to 0 or 1, then I have to find out probability, and then after what we have to do? We have to add. So do you know what is the symbol for addition? What is the symbol for addition?
Just a plus sign.
Listen, if I want to write this up to x10, what is the symbol? Up to xn, what is the symbol? x1 plus x2 plus x3 up to xn, what is the symbol? Any of you? x1 plus x2 plus x3 up to xn, what is the symbol? How to write this in a symbol?
sigma xi
Sigma.
maybe.
Very good, sigma xi, and I running from 1 to
1 to
n. Yes, you can put 1, 2, 3 up to n. So here also you can write sigma d running from 0 to 1. So put d equal to 0 and then put d equal to 1. Now can you tell me what is this 1 here in this question? What is 1?
C.
Very good, C. So this is the formula. Over. We derive the formula by taking example. So you have to learn this formula for accepting the lot, probability for accepting the lot. So this is the formula. Now let us start this question number 13. Question here, capital N is 200, small n is 20, C equal to 1, P dash is 0.02. First of all, find out n into P dash. N into P dash. N is what? 200. Into P dash is what? 0.02. So 200 into 0.02, 4. So now find out n minus np dash. N is what? 200. Minus np dash is what? 4. So we get 196. Now put all this value in this formula. So write down the formula first of all. Once again, let us write down the formula. Now P of A means probability of accepting the lot. What is the formula? Sigma D equal to 0 to C N P dash C D into N minus N P dash C N minus D upon N C N. This is the formula. In exam you have to write like this. In exam you have to write like this. Now substitute all the values. Therefore, P of A equal to sigma D equal to 0 to C. C is what? 1. NP dash is what? 4. 4CD. Keep D as it is. Into N minus NP dash. What is it? 196. C. N. Small n is what? 20. 20 minus D upon. What is your capital N? 200. Small n is 20. So this is your formula. Now put D equal to first of all 0 and then 1. Put D equal to 0 and then 1. Let us put D equal to 0. So we get 4C0 into 196C 20 minus 0 upon 200C 20 plus, now put D equal to 1. 4C1 into 196C 20 minus 1 upon 200C 20. So our final answer is 4C0 into 196C 20 upon 200C 20 plus 4C1 into 196C 19 upon 200C 20. Now question is how to find out the answer. Okay, what is 0? Any of you? 4C0? 1.
One.
Perfect. Okay, anyone know the formula of NCX?
n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial.
Okay, perfect. If it is x, then n factorial, x factorial, n minus x factorial. Okay, so simplify this. 196C 20. Simplify.
96 factorial factorial.
196 minus 20, that is 176. Divided by. Okay, simplify this.
200 factorial upon 20 factorial into 180 factorial.
Perfect. Plus, what is 4C1?
4.
4.
4. Okay, simplify 196C 19. And 196 minus 19, 177 factorial. And same thing here. 200 factorial, 20 factorial, 180 factorial. Okay, now let us simplify this. Therefore, P of A, no need to write this one. So we have to write 196 factorial upon 20 factorial into 176 factorial into, okay, any of you? Any of you, what we would write in multiplication here?
20 factorial
factorial 1 into 180.
Upon 200 factorial. Perfect. Keep this 4 as it is. This 196 factorial, 19 factorial, 77 factorial into 20 factorial, 180 factorial and 200 factorial. Now next step. See, it is possible to cancel this 20 factorial. Okay, any of you know how to simplify this?
196 factorial into 180 into 179 into 178 into 177 factorial then we'll cancel.
Correct, perfect. So you can simplify this 180 factorial like 180 into 179 into 178 into 177 into 176 factorial, and keep this 176 factorial as it is, so we can easily cancel this, and you can expand this 200 factorial. So you can write 200 into 199 into 198 into 197 into 196 factorial. So this 196 factorial is cancelled. Plus 4 as it is. Okay. Now what? Listen. Keep this 196 factorial as it is. What we would write instead of 20 factorial?
20 into 19 factorial.
Correct. And 180 factorial means 180 into 179 into 178 into 177 factorial. Here 19 factorial you can write as it is, 177 factorial as it is, and instead of this 200 factorial you can write 200, 199, 198, 197 and 196 factorial. So this 196 factorial cancel, this 19 factorial cancel, this 177 factorial cancel. So what we get in remaining part here, do the calculation. See how to do this calculation. Listen, see, you can write 180 divided by 200 into 179 divided by 199 into 178 divided by 198 into 177 divided by 197. That is better way to calculate. So we get answer 0.6539 plus. Now see how to calculate this. See once again, 4. This 4 into 20 over divided by 200 into 180 divided by 199 into 179 divided by 198 into 178 divided by 197. So you will get 0.2955 plus 0.6539. You will get the answer. So here 0.2955. 0.2955. You can easily calculate this in calculator. So plus 0.6539. Sorry. So 0.6539 plus 0.2955, 0.9494. That is your final answer. 0.9494. That is nearly 0.95. That is 95% chance that we can accept the lot. 95% chances are that we can accept the lot. That is our final conclusion. So this is the end of this lecture. We will continue this in our next lecture, but still if you have any doubt,